Stands over the corner for Coventry. Grimes delivers the corner for Coventry. Again, a testing one towards the far post. Albion bodies in the way to keep up with Batum. Desperately trying to hang on to their lead here. Thorpe involved again. A high hanging one from De Silva. Sakamoto beaten to it by Mepham. Again. Campbell gets his head on that one. Mikey Johnson will try and lead the breakout here for Albion, but not for long. He's surrounded with the top of that duel. There's Eccles. Now Mason Clark. Bringing the box for Coventry City. Mason Clark goes down. And the referee unmoved.
Mason Clark goes down. It did to me look rather theatrical. There seemed to be maybe some contact on him, but the way he kind of flips and spins into the penalty area, it's been a little bit dubious if he was actually fouled.
Not
probably feeling it, I'm not sure that he is. I think he feels the contact and throws himself.
And Coventry City again. A couple of minutes to play.
His leg is extended. Clark feels that and go over that leg and land in the penalty area. Referee unfortunately, so he wasn't fouled.
It hasn't really got to grip with these long throws because of the conditions. We suspect goes Van Eyck. Pulled on by Grimes. Grimes in the way again. There's Charlie Taylor. Now Carlin Grant. On the counter attack here. Hagabone tries to look there with it. Carlin Grant. A challenge from Matt Grimes. Sakamoto gets involved.
Carlin Grant is breaking away. Ball. Supporting teammates. The ball just gets away from Carlin Grant. Just enables Grimes to step in with a really clever challenge. Once again, Coventry strict as they catch the ball. So in the back belly, and he got central midfielder playing as a right back. Brilliant challenge. He needs too much on Carlin Grant. Turn is between. Carlin Grant is getting to Singer's corner on this near side. He just did the 150 more. So they did. Here's Charlie Taylor. Swapped by Sakamoto. Top of the table, teams will come up against you and they'll give you a real game. It's from Espanyol to that side of the league. They're under some impressive. A few times this season, these Midlands matchups will be vital this season. From the East Midlands, West Midlands facing each other. Another fiery, ferocious championship at its best. Plenty of passion, plenty of talking points, plenty of goals, and the leaders are wobbling here. Mikey Johnson, what a Hagabone, looking up on two occasions. Hagabone with both goals for West Bromwich Albion. Josh Eccles pulling them back for Coventry just before the break. This is nowhere near done. Half time, Coventry 1, West Bromwich Albion 2.
This program is sponsored by EFL in the community.
You've got to sell them the dream. You've got to have something they think they need.
What's that?
Me.
I just need to buy my sister's gift. Argos? They only sell toys.
Look who's on the naughty list. Drive.
Time we taught you a lesson. Eyes on the road.
We're taking you out. Shopping! Dashing through the snow. Perfect. Nope.
Now do you believe?
There is more to Argos.
Since when did you have taste?
Hey.
Have you ever felt like your investment advisor is giving you an off-the-shelf retirement plan? That they just want to put you into a box? But who wants that? At Fisher Investments UK, our investment specialists never put you in a box. We work with you to create a retirement plan that's just right for you, because it's only right for us if it's right for you. Fisher Investments UK, retirement advice that's as individual as you are.
Well, that's the holiday over.
When you fly Emirates, your holiday isn't over until your flight is over.
The bit that I care most about is my hair, and if it looks good, I feel absolutely brilliant. I use Planter 39 leave-in caffeine formula on the days I don't wash my hair. I just apply the leave-in formula directly on my scalp and massage it in. Leave it on and style as normal. Done. With Planter 39, I can really feel the effect. Planter 39 leave-in formula. Try it for your menopause journey.
What do you value? If you ask us, variety is a good start, whether that's petrol or electric. Then there's comfort, wherever you go. And no one ever said, sorry, that's too convenient. And doing it all with style. That's a given. All for as little as this. A Moda. Value. Everything. Book your test drive now.
Ready yourself for entrancing delight. On that marvelingly tasteful, wonderful sight, uncannily, subtly, soothingly sumptuous, mysteriously, mentally, untwirlingly scrumptious.
I see great flavour.
Marvel and eventful, with Jakeman's of Boston since 1907.
However you choose to say goodbye, we hope you own it. This program is sponsored by EFL in the community.
We're 2-1 to West Brom at half time. Now the gauntlet was thrown down by Carl Bartley before the game, put on Hegebo, and he's answered the critics, Carl, hasn't he, with 2 very good goals.
He has, he's doubled his tally for the season, and that was a little bit of a worry of mine. Can he get into the box? Can he sniff where the ball's going to be? And you see here, great one. Kicks in, a question, could he have done better? Could he have got back to the...
Do you want him to throw himself in front of that as a defender?
Yeah, I think as a centre-half, I always used to look at John Terry and the amount of balls he used to clear in that exact position. I think he just makes the run a couple of yards further. Yeah, I think he gets in the line, but, you know, you can't take away the credit for Mikey Johnson. Great ball in, and Hegebo, like I said, arriving in that box and a great finish.
He sniffed out that opportunity. He does the same again, doesn't he, with his second goal of the game.
He's been, I mean, to be honest, I was just saying, I mean, you look at what he does, I mean, he works so hard, and this is an example of what he does. He's coming from deep,
I was just saying, is that even harder to defend? It's a great pick out again from that wide area.
Assist for Mike Johnson.
Did it when he's had to, and two massive goals.
Coventry do have a lifeline though, Luke, given the fact that they got a goal back.
Yeah, and they've been knocking on the door. They've had lots of possession. We spoke a lot about possession results before the game, but they commit bodies forward, and again, they get the ball in wide areas. We mentioned Sakamoto, the wide players they've got, and the build-up now, and Eccles has just stood free for a good 5 or 6 seconds, and as you see the play develop, he's already in their back four, and this just drops out, holds his position.
Why is no one picking him up then?
I just think they're all focused on Sakamoto and stopping the cross, and I think we said before, they put 3 or 4 players in the box every time they have an attacking phase, and that's when sort of the confusion happens. Nat Phillips is marking Sims, he then can't get across to adjust to Eccles, so it's almost about for the midfield to drop in with the back four to try and mitigate those.
It's a great error, but the more I look at it, I think that can they do better defensively? I mean, what with 42 minutes was that what they've... And you're thinking that they've got 2 that are up against Sakamoto out there. Can one of them defend? It's Taylor and Grant. You know, can one of them go a little bit tighter and put the squeeze on?
What you'd be looking at is Mikey Johnson is looking back on the play, he's watching the play develop wide, and he's looking at Eccles, and if he just has that presence of mind to think, right, I can see him free, can I get myself sort of 3 yards back in, he may be competing that one.
The other part of his job, given the fact that, as I said, very good going forward, not so good going back in this particular instance. It's first goal since Boxing Day, though, for Josh Eccles. A timing one as well. Speaking of goals, there's goals come all across the divisions to get you up to speed with a nightmare return for Nathan Jones against his former side, Southampton. These goals coming up after the break.
This programme is sponsored by EFL in the Community.
Amazon has increased funding for employees to £3,000 a year, every year, for career development. Providing you with valuable skills for work and home.
Ready yourself in entrancing delight. A marvelingly tastacular, wonderful sight. Uncannily, suckeredly, soothingly sumptuous, mysteriously, mentally, untwirlingly scrumptious.
I see great flavor in your future.
Marvel and eventful, with achievements of Boston since 1907.
What do you value? If you ask us, variety is a good start, whether that's petrol or electric. Then there's comfort wherever you go. And no one ever said, sorry, that's too convenient. And doing it all with style. That's a given. All for as little as this. A Moda. Value. Everything. Book your test drive now.
The bit that I care most about is my hair, and if it looks good, I feel absolutely brilliant. I use Planta 39 leave-in caffeine formula on the days I don't wash my hair. I just apply the leave-in formula directly on my scalp and massage it in. Leave it on and style as normal. Done. With Planta 39, I can really feel the effect. Planta 39 leave-in formula. Try it for your menopause journey.
Well, that's the holiday over. by Emirates. Your holiday isn't over until your flight is over.
When it comes to retirement advice, the last thing you want is to be put into a bucket. Seen simply as this type, that type, or the other type. At Fisher Investments UK, we never put you into a bucket. We always treat you as an individual, tailoring retirement advice that's just right for you. Fisher Investments UK, retirement advice that's as individual as you are.
I just need to buy my sister's gift. Argos? They only sell toys.
Look who's on the naughty list. Drive.
Time we taught you a lesson. Eyes on the road.
We're taking you out. Shopping!
Dashing through the snow.
In a perfect. Nope.
Now do you believe?
There is more to Argos.
Since when did you have taste?
Hey.
I'm Dr. John Watson. My team and I work on unusual cases. Flesh-eating disease, alien head syndrome. I promise you we will figure out what's wrong with you. We're doctors and we're detectives. You both have webbed toes. The game's afoot, literally.
Seriously?
Watson starts Monday on Sky Witness.
League of Their Own is back for our last stop. I'm going to drive you around.
This is great TV.
League is back for Series 20. Let's do this. This programme is sponsored by EFL in the Community. Potential lifeline for Charlton in just a second, but finishes out with the second goal of the game, making it 5-0 to Southampton. There was a reaction just before the whistle. Lloyd Jones with one back for Charlton to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room at half-time. As are the rest of the scores at the 12:30 kickoff standing at half-time. Bristol City 2-0 up against Swansea. We've just seen, of course, West Brom with 2 past Coventry. There was a reaction of Josh Eccles. Port Vale 0, Plymouth 0. Gillingham got a goal back thanks to Bradley Datt. They're 1-0 against Barnet. And Daniel Kanu with the only goal of the game for Walsall against Harrogate. That would take them back top of League 2. There is reinforcements, of course, though, for Coventry City. Jack Rodoni back on the bench. Brandon Thomas Asante we've seen be so good this season. Samuel Illing Jr. potentially coming on for West Brom, though.
I just need to buy my sister's gift. Argos? They only sell toys.
Look who's on the naughty list. Drive.
Time we taught you a lesson. Eyes on the road.
We're taking you out. Shopping!
Dashing through the snow.
In a perfect. Nope.
Now do you believe?
There is more to Argos.
Since when did you have taste?
Hey.
Ahead of the second half. This evidently is a tactical reshuffle. Cal, can you see that?
I mean, it's surprising. Obviously, Mikey with the 2 assists is a great ball carrier, and he's someone that can make something happen. I think Sam's a lot more defensive, and maybe as we touched on with the Coventry goal, the lack of defensive awareness with Mikey. Maybe Ryan Mason's thinking to hold on, but I think it's a bit of a risky tactic for 45 minutes, if I'm honest.
Dangerous game to sit back, especially against a side like Coventry, who are free scoring going forward. They, of course, have some serious reinforcements on their bench. Back to your Coventry team in the rain at the CBS. Andy Hinchcliffe, Gary Wheeler.
Yes, thank you, David. So Sam Illing Jr. on at the break to replace Mikey Johnston, who has provided both the West Bromwich Albion's goals. Of course, it took a couple of hits in that first half. We do hear it has been a tactical change at the break from Ryan Mason with Mikey Johnston withdrawn and Sam Illing Jr. on to play in that position. Albion have won 4 of their last 7 games at Coventry. Their last win was only 2 years ago. Only 2 of that starting 11 are still at the club. Alex Mowat and Jed Wallace. That's how much turnaround there has been at West Bromwich Albion. And Thomas Asante scored in that game, but of course now wears his shirt at Coventry City and waits on the Coventry bench. make of that change?
I think when you hear it's a tactical change, it's not necessarily down to injury, even though Mikey did take a couple of knocks. I agree with the boys in the studio saying it's maybe a bit more of a defensive measure. Ealing Jr. can be devastating going forward, no doubt about that, but maybe he'll give George Campbell a bit more support just ahead of him, so it's maybe a bit of a conservative defensive move, but again, you can't sit back and hope to see the game out at 2-1. You've got to carry your threats. Ealing Jr. has a dual role to play here.
Junior wearing the shirt of West Bromwich Albion and on loan from Aston Villa, so going on at all well here in the city of Coventry. You won't mind that. There's Ellis Sims. He's starting today for Mr. Team News. No Haji Wright at all. Haji Wright has been to America and back, and Frank Lampard has chosen to leave him out of the matchday squad today, and Brandon Thomas Asante is on the Coventry bench, as is Jack Redoni. There's Malumbi. Mowat. Conley Grant, who had a few good moments in that first half for Albion. Hegerberg, who's on a hat-trick, was lurking with intent again.
It's not an easy chance. He gets to the ball first, his way beyond the near post, looking maybe just to flick it goalwards. Expecting to complete his hat-trick from that position. And I think for West Bromwich Albion, what they need to do is be much better in this second half. Second half's been a big problem this season for West Bromwich Albion. Much better in the first. Conceded 3 times as many goals in the second half of Championship games than the first, and they're going to be put under pressure here. So I think defensively they need to be so strong here and buck that trend of being poor in the second half.
There's Ealing Jr. Now Campbell. Campbell mainly play as a right-sided centre-back in the back three in the MLS. Ealing Jr. City are unbeaten at home so far this season. The last defeat was the playoff semi-final first leg against Sunderland back in May. The last league defeat on home territory was against Burnley in April.
Before this game, they only conceded 4 home goals, so it shows, underlines how well West Brom have done.
Got away with it. Same was calculated. He knew what he was doing. Foul by Malumbi, who does need to be careful. He's off. He was yellow carded in the first half. He's made that decision at the start of the second half, and he is sent off. How costly will that be for West Bromwich Albion?
But you cannot blame the referee for this. It is his mistake. It's a misjudgment. I think he steps in and tries to win the ball. He gets rolled, and there's an attack going to break out here. So he's caught alongside of his man. He does seem to grab hold of him. The referee can't think about the fact he's already been yellow carded. He just make a decision on this situation. He does pull back his man Eccles. He's looking to break away. It's just a misjudgment. It is a pullback. It is a yellow card, and again he can complain, but the referee is within his rights to give him that second yellow, and off he goes. Change the whole complexion of the game.
Not even 5 minutes into the second half, and West Bromwich Albion are reduced to 10. Jason Malumbi sent off for a second yellow. His first with that crunching challenge in the first half. And he wanted Coventry to stop play. There's Eccles. Defending from Taylor.
How many times do we say when players are on yellow cards, how careful they have to be, the tightrope that they're walking. You just make one error, it's instinctive, it's just a misjudgment, a positional mistake. That arm comes out, you grab hold of an opponent and pay a heavy, heavy price.
Sure the goalkeepers are up to, but they're getting away with it right now. And a clash off the ball as well on the halfway line. Hegerberg and Kitching running into each other and hugging each other now. All is well.
Coventry City did to Sheffield United here. They're a goal against them in the second half to win the game 3-1. That was 11 against 11, so with the extra man, you feel that pressure is going to really be on Ryan Mason's side here.
Joe Edwards speaking to Frank Lampard. They are plotting something here. This now for Albion could be a big old shift in the second half. There's the Silva. That's a lovely spin from Josh Eccles, deflected. Griffiths is behind him.
Well, sometimes deflections can cause goalkeepers no end of problems. This one actually helps out Griffiths. Really sharp play from Eccles. Once he takes the deflection, he takes all the pace off it and it's right down the goalkeeper's throat. Times though, playing against 10 men, it can be very difficult because the away team down to 10, just sitting behind the ball, and you've got to be patient, you've got to play with real accuracy of passing, move that defence around and tire them out to get that equaliser.
Well, at the possession there, Albion were a back five, Billing Jr., a wing back, Campbell moving in as a third centre back. Jr. stepping up there to greet the Silva. There's Mason Clark, faced by Campbell. Battle between the two, and Albion emerge with the ball.
That situation with Malumbi, it's you have to appreciate how difficult a job it is for a coach. Have your formation, you make tactical changes, and the player gets sent off, and everything goes out of the window, and you have to readdress the complexion of the game very quickly and work out what you need to do.
Sakamoto to try and make room for the cross. Chips up in the air, and it's the Silva. Target with an admirable effort.
That's really from Sakamoto. So good at this, he kind of draws defenders into him and then darts away from them. It's a really good cross. He lifts the ball rather than whips it in. It's the right type of cross. That's a difficult chance, moving away from the target on the volley. The ball's around hip high. It's not a tap in by any means.
Bobby Thomas, one of Coventry's stand-up players so far this season.
Actually, West Brom pretty much changes to a back five each to see whether Coventry can involve their shape as well. Matt Grant looks like he's going to play as part of, in essence, the three that can push the two full-backs on to become the wingers in essence.
It's Billing Jr. Even more important now for the likes of Sam Billing Jr. and his dancing feet to get West Bromwich Albion up the pitch in this kind of situation.
Securing the ball, getting into the Coventry half. Hegerberg has a huge part to play in that. He needs quality, then he needs to hold on to the ball.
Thomas. Sakamoto. Driven in by Sakamoto, away by Isaac Price. Sakamoto again, here's Kitching. De Silva. Mason Clark. Billing Jr. in the way for Albion.
Just mentioned their Coventry possibly morphing their shape to take the game even more to West Brom. Just wonder whether they'll think about changing personnel at this point with the extra man, Renoni, Thomas Asante on the bench. They think about sticking them on earlier rather than later.
Grimes teases that ball in. Coventry get the corner. Renoni waits. He's missed the last 9 games. Coventry have moved it on without him, but they may well need him today. And then Thomas Asante also waiting in the rain. Talk stands over this for Coventry City, right in front of Singer's corner. The referee has seen something he's not happy with in the middle. Still getting up close and personal again. The two who are spoken to, and then Sakamoto's right there in the middle. By Talk. He's had to take a base of action. He's back to his feet now as the ball is coming back his way. Forward by Grimes. Sims waiting! There's the goal! There is the goal! A big one for Ellis Sims! A big one for Coventry City! And Coventry City, the championship responders, respond again!
Well, you did feel it was just a matter of time before Coventry got level. It's the firepower they've got and the intensity they play with. 11 against 11 are hard to contain. You've got the extra man. If they zip it around, they've got such attacking variety. It causes so many problems. It's such an intelligent header back across goal. They're not looking to score, just looking to head it into the danger zone. Then it's whether your striker is ready. Is he between defenders? He is. Does he know what he needs to do? It's just a glancing header. The pace is on the ball. Once you head it down, it zips off the surface. No chance for the goalkeeper.
Albion's 2-goal lead has gone. Wiped out. Thanks to goals from Josh Eccles and Ellis Sims. And Coventry, who came from behind here to beat Sheffield United. Just the one that night. Come from 2 behind here to level up against Albion. The 10 men of West Bromwich Albion. Kitching. Sims again. Won't quite connect that time.
See what he's trying to do again. The pace is on the ball. He's just looking to redirect it, use that pace, and he's guided towards one of the corners. Just doesn't make big enough contact on it. It's going to be a long, long run. 40-odd minutes here for West Brom to hold out. They're just going to get pinned in. Are they going to get into the Coventry half, let alone carry an attacking threat?
We saw Ryan Mason shake his head as soon as the red card was dished out to Jason Malumbi. He perhaps knew what was coming. And ball by Hegerman. Big goal though for Ellis Sims as well. Frank Lampard has worked with him before at Everton when they were together. He's led the line here today. A goal in a huge game down at the bottom of League One. Talage has scored against his former club. And Plymouth Argyle are in charge against Port Vale in a crucial game. De Silva. Looking to cause Albion problems again here. In trap for Thomas, it's deflected and blocked. And Bobby Thomas's big moment is denied him.
And Thomas did the right thing. He didn't go with his laces, and at the side of his foot, he went for power with a strong pass and just a deflection. Took it away from the target.
Welcome Coventry, the championship leaders again. Pushed away by Elim Jr. De Silva. It's Eccles, and Phillips is in the way of that. Thomas. Sims trying to latch onto it. Albion need a timeout here. Welcome Coventry again. Toby Collier will be coming on shortly. We're hearing Mona Hegerman will make way. It's the Albion change which is being planned by Ryan Mason. To try and stem the flow from Coventry here. Sakamoto forces another corner.
It's very understandable change. Either Carlin Grant or Hegerman to come off because it's just all hands to the punch defensively for West Brom. Just trying to keep Coventry out.
Scored 14 goals from set pieces this season. No one can better that in the championship. Flying in by Grimes. It's Torp! A torpedo made just of South West Bromwich Albion. This is what leaders do. This is what contenders do. A huge roar from Singer's corner. The city of Coventry can hear that. The rest of the championship can hear that. 10
but he just slows himself down. He makes sure he gets good contact. He drives it down into the ground. That's okay. In these conditions, the ball is going to zip off. But the important thing that he's done, he's kept it on target. Not gone for the really glamorous goal. Just make good contact, keep it on target. And Coventry lead. But they're just a team you simply cannot keep out.
Oh, he's smiling now, all right. Victor Torp celebrating in front of Singer's corner. There is no better place to celebrate as a Coventry City player. Well, Albion were planning on one change with Toby Collier coming on to replace Ona Hegerberg. That change has happened. And at this moment, as you've seen, has just been withdrawn. Osmondine Kite has come on to replace Mowat.
It's amazing how quickly the complexion of any game, certainly a championship game, can change. 2-1 up at half-time, make a tactical change, looking to keep that 2-1 lead. Now it's damage limitation for West Brom.
Mason Clark. Coventry may not be finished yet. Josh Eccles. Can Albion get themselves up the pitch here? Carlin Grant.
Coventry are not a team they're going to feel sorry for. You think, well, 3-2's enough. It's going to be, again, wave after wave of attack. They're going to look to add to this lead that they have now.
Frank Lampard being serenaded by the Coventry City fans as he prepares to celebrate a year in charge. He has taken them from 17th in the Championship to the top of the Championship. A bit of entertainment along the way as well. This all changed really in terms of scoreline, mood around here with the Josh Eccles goal just before the break for Coventry, and then that crucial red card, that decision from Jason Molumby on a yellow to commit that foul, receive his second yellow and the subsequent red.
Again, you look at Coventry and they're out to score goals, control games, defend reasonably well. They haven't wins in this game. Brazilians may be tested.
Sakamoto's ball in.
Their character, Gary, their resilience. I mean, we saw they lost to Wrexham, bounced back at Sheffield United and Stoke. 2-0 down here, responded quite brilliant. Showing the kind of attributes, not just to get promoted, but to win the Championship title.
Well, this is the thing right now. They are ticking all of those boxes. Scoring goals. Not a whole lot being conceding too many until today. Unbeaten at home, winning at home, and that resilience, that character that's being shown. There's Thomas. For West Bromwich Albion, this was all going so well, albeit Coventry were getting opportunities. Right now, it has collapsed for them. Can they, with 10 men, find a way back in? Campbell's in the way. We talk about resilience. Albion will have to show that now.
It's keeping Coventry out, staying in the game at 3-2. How do they get back up the pitch? They haven't really got a true centre forward out there. They've capped the midfield now and so that containment. Of course, they're trying to retrieve this situation at 2-2. That is acceptable, but now they're chasing the game. So who is going to kind of lead the line? Because they need someone to step up there to get them an equaliser.
Themselves a corner.
This is a golden chance now for West Brom. Take a breath, take your time. The situation they find themselves in, a man light, open play, struggling to get up the pitch, set pieces could be their way back into the game.
I should take a breath a few times today. Been doing yoga.
Do I look like I've been doing yoga?
Can Albion hit back here? There's the answer. On top of Carl Rushman.
How frustrating is that? The big lads are up from the back, they want some quality, just floats it into the keeper's gloves.
Campbell. Illing Jr. Diakite, good for Albion. Others spend some time with the ball. They'll have their backs against the wall.
Talk about teams playing with a false 9. West Brom are playing with no number 9 at all. Sending off a huge effect on the game. And again, it's still down to Coventry to step on the gas and take the game to West Brom, make the most of it, and they have.
Campbell just threatening to get away there from Mason Block. Mason Block wins the duel. Well, Rob Beckett is in town, performing at the moment. He is a showman, and he is watching Coventry City's showman here. Your career was in comedy as well, wasn't it?
Only when I put my boots on, my friend.
There's Matt Grimes, the beating heart of this Coventry team. Robbins wanted to bring to Coventry, but it didn't quite happen at that particular time.
I think what Frank Lampard will be really pleased about the comeback. Absolutely vital for the end of the season. It could be first they pick up in this game. Then they were 2-1 down, then the red card comes on for Malumbi. How quickly Coventry, not just equalised, but took the lead. It can be frustrating when it stays at 2-1, or you get into 2-2, and then you're pushing and making the wrong decision, but getting 2 quick goals, it just allowed them to relax, and they're a dangerous animal, and then when they relax going forward.
Eccles caught just outside the box. Coventry with this free kick in a really threatening position, and frustration just getting the better in that Phillips.
It's the frustration of this coming together, also the frustration of the situation West Brom found themselves in. There's a bit of contact on Torp. Seems to go to ground fairly easily. I'm sure that's what Phillips is saying. He's just thrown himself to the ground. But another great opportunity here for Coventry. Is it going to be number 4?
So we're looking for Nat Phillips. That reaction. Torp now being serenaded by the Coventry fans. So places the ball down here. By Matt Grimes. Not for long though. Grimes is told in I'm sure the nicest possible way. Off you go.
The choice is here. It's really just smash it, hope the wall breaks and go through it. And then you kind of feel the ball. It's a fast pass, a whip with your instep. Again, it's so close to the edge of the box, so close to the target, you really got to feel this. So much choice Torp makes here.
Griffiths builds his West Bromwich Albion wall, which he needs to stand firm, potentially here. Victor Torp has eyes on this. It's Torp, and the wall did stand firm. There's Isaac Price. Now to Carlin Grant. He's playing as the most central figure through the middle man for West Bromwich Albion. Hasn't got the free kick he was looking for though. Phillips looking to link up with his keeper, Josh Griffiths, and it pays off. Away to our left was to be so disheartened having seen what they saw the majority of that first half. Ringside seats for the Johnston and Hegerberg double act. Coventry City have clawed their way back into this game and now the points in the palm of their hand.
It shows you winning at half, it's not enough. The whole game, it's have to make decisions. Clearly didn't on 2 occasions. He's paid the price, the team have paid the price, but again, sincerely it's down to Coventry, their mentality. Score one, they want to get two, three, four. They'll keep pushing on. That's what the season's been all about. Just defensively, they've been poor in periods here, but just wonder how much pressure defensively they're going to be under from this point on.
It looks like it is time for Brandon Thomas Asante to enter the fray against his former club. Thomas Asante, who was sold by Carlos Corberan and West Bromwich Albion. Didn't look like he was going to sign a new contract at the club. So now he comes on against his former club. And Frank Lampard says he has been right at it since they returned for pre-season. Brandon Thomas Asante is into double figures for goals this season. Looking to try and add to that number. Mepham wins that duel. There's Grimes, hunted down by Collier. Van Eyck trying to release Brandon Thomas Asante. Scored for Albion in the win here a couple of years ago. De Silva. Mason Clark. Coventry. Natural way of playing is to look for more and more goals, but they have the luxury now with having the lead. They can't just frustrate. Let's go and keep the ball. Sakamoto as he hits that cross. It's really unlikely because it's a quality player with it in left or right. It's left foot, he drops his shoulders, normally so accurate with those flighty balls and moving towards the target. Imminent. Lampard did say the other day that he likes the fact that Jack Redoni has the confidence to wear the clothes he wears. Just thought it was a compliment.
If he didn't wear clothes, that would be a bigger problem.
Well, you should have seen the clothes. I think was the point that Frank Lampard was making.
It was a Christmas fancy dress party, wasn't it? An early one, no?
No, not one of yours.
To be fair, you to be doling out fashion advice, that is something.
But he's a character, Jack Redoni, both on the pitch and off it. Coventry, grateful to have him back fit. And coming on shortly. Eccles, who started this Coventry City fight back. See that Jack Redoni's emerged from the dugouts and ready for action. West Bromwich Albion with 15 minutes to try and rescue this with 10 men. Reduced to 10 right at the start of the second half when Jason Malumbi was sent off. Van Erwijk. Sakamoto. Charlie Taylor inside out. Taylor is sticking to his guns. Kitching steps forward. There's Mason Clark. This will get to that. Kitchen. It's Mepham. Coming on shortly from Coventry to replace Victor Torch. Double change on the way from Frownham Park. Coventry roll forward again. This is Grimes. Down to Silva. And Eccles. Mason Clark! That was picking up pace. And Chris had to make sure he got to it.
That's the power that's the problem. Normally from that position, so right-footed players just wrap their instep around it, so they move the ball from right to left. This is pretty straight. It's the power that's on it. The goalkeeper has to time his intervention to perfection, because that is flying. It's a brilliant fingertip stop.
Explosive effort from Efren Mason Clark. Brilliant start from Josh Griffiths. It keeps West Bromwich Albion just about standing in this contest. Thomas makes his move. Trying to come through the crowd for it. Takes the hit, goes down. The assistant referee has his flag in the air on the far side. It will be a Coventry corner.
It's just so disheartening this for West Bromwich Albion after all their good work. It's just all about defence. There's no respite. You can't get on the ball. You can't get on the pitch. You're not enjoying this at all.
Against the team which has now scored 43 goals in the Championship this season. And they're hungry for more. Sakamoto trying to get to it. Tall! And Griffiths gets down to that one, and the follow from Mason Clark is blocked. Still, West Bromwich Albion are in this game, just about.
Josh Griffiths has got to keep West Brom in the game. Mason Clark, and then the ball is pinballing around. So difficult for a goalkeeper. So many bodies, defenders, attackers all around you. That stop is huge. You don't see it till then. Just get something on it, keeps it out.
So, Coventry make a double change. Victor Torch, whose goal right now is the winning goal right now. He leaves the scene. Jamie Evans places here. And Josh Eccles, who started the Coventry fight back, he is also withdrawn. And on comes Jack Bredoni.
Torp and Eccles had really effective games, playing ahead of Matt Grimes. This is the perfect situation, really, for Jack Bredoni. He's been out a fair while. He's only ever going to play maybe 15-20 minutes, but you want to bring him on when you're in out. You've got an extra man, so you should be able to get a bit of game time under his belt and enjoy his return.
The hero is back, and they've not really missed a beat without him. But Jack Bredoni is back to add to Coventry City's promotion push. A double change being made here by West Bromwich Albion. Carlin Grant and Charlie Taylor, the two to make way. On come Josh Madger and Callum Styles. Heartbreak with Hungary during the international break. He is on the West Bromwich Albion, and Josh Matcher, Albion's leading scorer from last season, even though he missed the second half of last season. We've spoken about that Tom Fellows, Josh Matcher link-up, which was so effective for West Bromwich Albion last season. Matcher is on for Albion.
It's a risk, of course, that Ryan really has to take it at this point, set on a strike. You just never know what opportunity might drop his way. You get an equaliser, but you're not going to retrieve the situation without putting on a centre forward, because you're just playing in your own half. So I can understand the move. Stage the game, 10 minutes to go. Goal down, really. You've got to go for it.
Albion just looking for something here. Something to save the day. But right now they're on the retreat again. Nat Phillips doing the defending. There's Jamie Allen. Now Grimes. Another huge game on the horizon this coming week. They host Birmingham City at the Hawthorns. For Coventry, massive for them too. They go to Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough have been disrupted by the change of head coach. Adi Vibash, of course, such a big part of Coventry's success under Mark Robins, is at the Riverside. With Middlesbrough right now, and he will be plotting Coventry's downfall this coming week.
See the problem that West Brom had. A man like it's the most dangerous attacking team in the league, and the game has been pretty much played in your half, so it just seemed inevitable that that 2-1 scoreline was going to be turned around pretty quickly.
Waited by Radoni. They do rescue this. There will be elements of this game that Ryan Mason will be really pleased about. Maybe surprised he took Mikey Johnson off at the time and created Albion's 2 goals playing down the right.
It might have been the right call tactically, we'll just never know without Malumbi sending off. It changed everything, changed all Ryan's plans.
Chance here, George Campbell to test Coventry City from a West Bromwich Albion long throw. Arnold Furlong used to take these before he departed for Ipswich right at the end of the transfer window. Here comes Campbell. Hooked by Mepham. He's trying to do something with it for Albion. Adam Styles minding the shop for the visitors. Campbell. Illing Jr. Now Diakite. Who's dropped really deep as he tried to link up with Callum Styles. Styles unable to bring it under his spell. Albion still in this. Mepham. Diakite. Radoni's after him. It's Mepham again. Illing Jr. is the target on this side of the pitch. Not too many opportunities to show what he can do going forward in the second half since coming on, Sam Illing Jr. There's Price. This is nice and neat from Albion. He will try and get to it. Rushworth was on his toes. Jamie Allen. Mason Clark. Flag is up for offside. Andy Hughes, your player of the match.
For me, Victor Thorpe, he's covered such a lot of ground on and off the ball. I think he benefits enormously. He's got Matt Grimes who kind of helps out defensively, so he can step forward. That's what Frank Lampard wants from him. It's more touches in the opposition half than he does defensively. He'll hit the bar with a stinging strike, and he's a possible match winner. Really effective performance from him.
Step up on West Bromwich Albion here. They'll be trying to find a way over them. Collier. There's Mazza. Flag does go up. It's offside. Josh Mazza holds his face. Feels it was a close one.
Josh Mazza just has to take a chance to play right on the shoulder and hopefully it's the ball over the top. Enable him to get in.
Yeah, hello. George, what call you? Good. Let me check this out. What you feeling here?
Kitching. There's the Silva.
Oh my God.
I, like many others, weren't completely sure when he took over Mark Rodgers. What a charge he's had.
Towards the perfect anniversary celebration here. Sakamoto.
I'm going to say 6, but I'm saying more than that.
Sakamoto to Jamie Allen.
Yeah.
Starting the day, 8 points clear, 5 points clear at the top of the championship, looking to make it 8. Start of another 3-game week.
73.
They have more points than Leeds and Burnley had at this stage last season. Moving in the right direction. There's the change. Kane Castlehagen comes on. Nothing to play in front of Gavin Van Eyck. As he replaces Katsuhiro Sakamoto.
So again, it's a really intense period of the season coming into here. There's 10 games between now and New Year, so take off your prize assets and wrap them in cotton. Another effective performance in Sakamoto. So he's crossed. It's that goal back from Josh Eccles, that got commentary going.
Not good training, we are training on our uncle. Oh, okay.
Sunday, you compose Sunday.
There's Radoni. The offside flag goes up as we head towards additional time. What do West Bromwich Albion have left here? They've just been pummeled in the second half. Well, time-wise, they have 4 additional minutes left to try and rescue this. Hayden. Rushworth was cut off.
They're still a bit pummeled in the second half. That's not, again, a criticism of them. It's not down to lack of application or hard work. They've tried their best. They've just been overrun. They've had a man less against the best team in the league, so it's very, very difficult. Away from home as well, very difficult to get anything out of the game in situations like that for you.
They've been hit themselves by heartbreaking late goals this season. They try and score one of their own, but now they're on the back foot, and it's Brandon Thomas Asante as Coventry City pull forward, but Albion managed to get bodies back, and Jamie Allen couldn't smuggle the ball through. Milling Jr., whose dancing feet can try and get Albion up the pitch here. Styles. Maja waiting here, Kitching gets to him, and he's held out by Bobby Thomas. Those two effective again.
Kitching had to be careful there. If he went kind of careering into Josh Maja, could have given a penalty away. Centre halves at the back four, pretty much nothing to do defensively. Just one mistake there, or lack of concentration, could have cost them the points.
This place is singing again as they look to carry their team home. But here's Collier. Is there a sting in the tail right at the end here? This is the championship. It's Campbell. And there was a bit of space potentially there for Isaac Price. And he holds his head. Coventry get the free kick.
Yeah, you have to feel for West Brom up to like 48 minutes. They were doing so well. Waverham Hall against the team top of the table. Man says what to say, how it's a massively effective game, and it clearly has, but it's Coventry a huge amount of credit for the way they attack things. Capitalise on having the extra man.
Heading towards the final act. 10 men of Albion looking for a hero here. Phillips a brace forward, but Wishworth who picks up.
You have to wonder how you work Coventry. This goals don't look like dry up. The goalie back is going to be helping that regard as well. Defensively, yes, had a few problems, but generally pretty solid. Control games through Matt Grimes, and they've got real resilience and character. We've seen that ability to bounce back. Clean up out here, come back to win.
Another free kick for offside. Nat Phillips races forward, so too Chris Meckham for West Bromwich Albion. Forward by Griffiths. Phillips tries to get to it. Maja's waiting here. Away by Grimes. Coventry City, the Championship's great entertainers, bring the house down again. The unstoppable force in the Championship keeps on going. But they were tested today. 2 down in the first half to a vibrant West Bromwich Albion team. And the Hegerman scoring twice, both set up by Mikey Johnson. But Josh Eccles gave Coventry a lifeline just before the break. Then there was the sending off of Jason Maloney right at the start of the second half. The second yellow for him, he saw red. Ellis Sims levelled up the Coventry. And then Victor Thorpe fired home the winner.
You have to feel for West Brom because the game plan was working really well up to about 48 minutes, just after half time. Maloney getting sent off, it makes life incredibly ill against anybody in the Championship, but against Coventry, you're going to have a real problem. There's resilience, there's character, there's goals, there's strength, control games, and I just think you can't really look at Coventry and say they're a team that's going to get a fall off their perch. They just look at the moment unstoppable.
Albion will take plenty from this, but in the end, it all collapsed around them. It is finished. Coventry City 3, West Bromwich Albion 2.
Game similar to the game on the moment had once again rolling the dice in regards to the players that got on the bench and being able to come from behind to see off the game to remain at the very top of the Championship. You've got to feel for West Brom League to a certain degree, but what conference
shows the calibre of the squad that he's got there and what he can turn to. And I think what stood out for me is not you know,